All right, everyone hear me okay? Good morning. Thanks, Ryan, for those kind words. It really, truly is an honor to be back for our 2025 CNS Proactive Safety Conference. Again, like Ryan said, our last one was during the pandemic. And again, it's really great to see so many individuals in this room that care about safety and compliance, and so many online as well. We have about 250 companies represented here today, which is awesome to see. And I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to be here. So before we dive in, I want to make sure that we recognize and thank those sponsors, because without them, bringing this to life isn't possible. So for our gold sponsor, we have Blackworth Custom Trucks. They're in the back there. If you're like me and you like a nice paint job on your truck, a nice shiny truck, chromed out truck, or you need body work on your truck, those guys are who you want to see. We also have McConkey Insurance back in the back here as well. Go see my friend Todd. Great knowledge in transportation insurance, business insurance. They do everything, even health benefits. And if you're big enough to get in a captive, he's the guy that you want to go see. We also have Saxon and Stump, lawyers and consultants. They're also a speaker with us here today, and I'll talk a little bit more about them, but great in the transportation industry. And we also have Progressive Insurance over here on the corner. They have been a staple with us since we've started these conferences. We thank them for partnering with us again. And when we're kind of in that period right now where a lot of insurance carriers are getting out of trucking insurance, Progressive keeps diving in. So we're really, really thankful for them being here. And then, of course, all the CNS companies that we have around here. We have Compliance Navigation Specialists, CNS Licensing, CNS Ahmed, CNS Driver Training Center, and CNS Insurance. And a huge thank you to all of our speakers right down here in front for taking your time, expertise, and insights are what make this conference so valuable. CNS Companies was built on a simple idea: listen to our clients and create solutions that truly serve their needs. We started as a small licensing service, helping businesses stay compliant while keeping their operations running smoothly. Over time, as regulations became more complex and our compliance needs evolved, so did we. Today, we work with companies of all sizes. Whether you're a single owner operator, you are one of the biggest national fleets in the United States, or you just have a couple trucks for your main part of your business. And there are things that we've learned in the compliance is just not checking a box. It's about managing risk, protecting your business, and staying ahead in the ever-changing industry. The reality is that challenges we face today are bigger than ever. We have the rising insurance costs that are making it harder for companies to stay competitive and for the single owner operators to stay in business. I mean, if you ever heard of nuclear verdicts, I mean, it's crazy how many nuclear verdicts are happening in the trucking industry currently today. DOT audits and violations can put operations at risk overnight. Over half of the investigations, on-site investigations in 2023, had at least one acute or critical violation with that. And if you don't know what acute and critical violations, those are your most severe violations. 2 or more can get you a conditional rating, which can affect your insurance rates, can affect people with brokers. And 3 or more can get you an unsatisfactory and pretty much shut your trucking company down. Hiring and training drivers continues to be a huge struggle in the industry. Trucking turnover rate is hovering at 91% according to ATA. So if you hire 100 drivers today, approximately 91 will leave next year, which is a crazy statistic. The average age of the driver workforce is 46 years old, and that constitutes as one of the oldest workforces in America. That's telling more drivers are closer to the retirement age than getting into the industry. At CNS, our focus has always been helping businesses just not meet regulations, but stay ahead of the regulations. Whether it's licensing and compliance, risk management through insurance, driver training, occupational health, the goal is to support companies in a way that makes compliance less of a burden and more of a strategic advantage. But more than that, we see ourselves as an extension of our clients. For many companies, we are the first point of contact for a new employee, and we take that responsibility seriously. We know that every interaction, whether it's a compliance consultation or a drug test, a training session, leaves an impression. And we strive to make that impression one of the professional expertise and trust. One of the things that we're most excited about that is coming up next over the next few months, we'll be rolling out a new software designed to integrate all of our services into one seamless solution. Our goal is to make compliance management efficient, giving businesses the tools they need to stay ahead. And if you want to see that tool, see Tara over at the booth over there, and she can give you a demo right here. Now, some of you might be wondering, how can one company tackle so many aspects of safety and compliance? And the answer is simple. We invest in the right people. I don't claim to be an expert in everything, but I make sure I have the best specialists in every area that we serve. And if you ever want to meet all the team behind the work, we have several here today. We have a lot back at the office as well. But if you ever want to meet the team or stop by and see what we do, please, we invite you out even after this conference to come to our headquarters in Lidditz. We'll give you a tour or any time throughout the year. Now, before we jump in, let's talk about the challenges that we might face. And how many of you face challenges with compliance, whether it's keeping your DOT regulations, keeping up with the DOT regulations, managing your risk, finding new drivers, onboarding new drivers? How's your OSHA recordables? How about your turnover rate? And what are you doing to replenish the driver workforce? It's very heavy, that's a lot, but that's what the trucking industry is facing today. And that's why we're exactly here today. This conference isn't just about the presentations, it's about sharing ideas, learning from each other, and finding solutions. So let's make the most of it. And this event is just not about learning, it's also about building relationships. In our industry, relationships is so key. We have an incredible group of industry professionals in this room, and I encourage you to introduce yourself to the people sitting next to you. Visit the sponsors' booths, visit their websites, and take the advantage of networking opportunities throughout the event. Our industry is built on partnerships, and some of the most valuable conversations you'll have today might happen with the people right next to you. At CNS Companies, our goal has always been to provide solutions that support your business and safety and success. We don't just see our clients as customers, we see you as partners. So thank you everyone for being here today. We have an exciting speaker lineup. I look forward to a great conference together. So let's get it started.